Hey guys, Game Boy here. Welcome to another episode of WOG. Let me see where I can... Yeah, I'll just keep this... I'll keep it right here. I'll keep it right here. So we have a crap load of news today. Or... stuff today. There we go. Right. So this first story comes from Super Mario Odyssey. Wait. Before I get into this, I want to apologize for not uploading Monday and Tuesday. Monday I have no excuse. Yesterday I actually had to help my dad's friend from work load something up, so and that was the reason why I couldn't upload, because we were going back and forth with my dad's friend, so that's the reason why I couldn't upload. Let's get right into this. Super Mario Odyssey, there could be some more DLC that's on the way for this game. So Nintendo Everything has actually, I'm assuming that's some kind of a blog site. They have found some new artwork for the game, but if they were... Sorry, there was just some food on my fingers. Yes, very creepy. I mean, if they were there all along, they could have dismissed it, but they weren't. So, and then the producer of the game, Yoshiaki, I feel like I misspelled his first name. Yoshiaki Koizumi. I feel like I misspelled his first name. Does it have an A or an Yoshioki or Yaki? I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but he said, there's a lot of volume in Super Mario Odyssey. That was a big focus in development. Give the player loads to do. We pushed ourselves to create as much as we could. I can't announce anything specifically today, but of course, if there was a really cool idea for us to do, then we would certainly be thinking about DLC. So, I guess that basically confirms that we might get more DLC for the game. Of course, this man did confirm it, so he practically confirmed it, so we might get more DLC in the near future. Next story comes from Mario Kart 64. So the Peabody Heights Brewery, that was a brewery in Baltimore City, they are going to host their first Mario Kart tournament from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the winner gets a $30 gift card to the brewery. So just don't get hammered. Next story comes from Metroid Samus Returns. The special edition is out now, and it's at an unbeatable price for just $25 at Walmart, so look out for that. Next story comes from Kingdom Hearts 3. The director Tetsuya Nomura, he actually said, quote, this was a very misleading quote for me, actually. The closing sequence features something I wanted to do. Ever since making Final Fantasy, you will be able to do anything. It will be a compilation of everything up until now. So basically a dumbed down version of that is, in the end of the game, you will be able to do whatever you want. But this was a Japanese to English translation, so there could be a translation error somewhere in there, so that there is a chance though. I'm not sure, but it just makes no sense to do whatever you want in the end of the game. Well, it kind of makes sense if you think about it. And for those of you who are curious about the worlds, the co-director Tai Yasui said, quote, "One world is equivalent to one previous game, and the things to do for each world are vastly different." So basically, I'm assuming it's like a world from one of the previous Kingdom Hearts games. Like maybe we're getting something from Recoded, maybe something from Dream Drop Distance, maybe, I don't know, but hopefully we can get something from Recoded. I really enjoyed playing Kingdom Hearts Recoded for the DS, not the mobile version. No. Next story comes from Fire Emblem Heroes. So a new voting gauntlet has now been announced, and it's going to be called Shadow in the Mirror. Or, did I type that wrong? Is it Shadow of the Mirror? It doesn't matter. So it's going to ask you to pick between the good versions and the bad versions of the characters. and you can actually pick a side on March 2nd, and you participate in the battles on March 7th. So yeah, look out for that. Next story comes from the Pikmin series. So someone commented on my last video by the name of Della Leave It, or Dea Leave It. I'm not sure how to say that, depending on if you're Hispanic or not. But it just, she told me something, or what I'm assuming is a girl. I'm assuming she's a girl, based off of her name. She asked me to do a video on it, which that will be coming either this Saturday or this Sunday coming. If not this weekend, it's going to be next weekend, because I found out, heads up, Tuesdays I'm going to be taking the days off. Tuesdays, Sunday, and Saturday, because those are the days that my dad is off, and we actually have to do some things. So those are the days I'm going to probably take off, because that's kind of a, I guess, a working day for my, well, a non-working day for my dad, but we do have to do some things every week on Sunday, Saturday, and Tuesday, so yeah. But anyway, Della Leave It, or Dea Leave It, said that a Pikmin anime is coming. Now, I don't know much about this, but I will leave it at this. I think we need one. Pikmin 1 and 2 did decently good. I mean, it was a hit success. That's why Sakurai put Olimar in, I think in his first appearance in a non-Pikmin game was Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And then he appeared again in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. And then Pikmin 3 came out, and that kind of did, I don't know. I mean, it didn't do too bad, but then again, it didn't do too good. Or it didn't do too good, but then again, it didn't do too bad. So yeah. Next story comes from Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. So there's a spring event that came out yesterday. Look out for that. Also coming from Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, a fishing tournament is coming in the near future. It's going to be kind of like, the fishing's going to be kind of like from Animal Crossing New Leaf. So, yeah, it shouldn't really be that hard. If you've played New Leaf, it shouldn't really be that hard. Okay. Damn. Next story comes from Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. This is half off at GameStop right now for just $25, so look out for that. Next story comes from the Final Fantasy series, Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition, or in other words, the PC edition. The demo of that is now playable. Also, Final Fantasy Awakening, that's the mobile Final Fantasy game, that is now available for iOS. Look out for that. Next story comes from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The original soundtrack is coming out on May 23rd in Japan. Sadly, it's not coming out in America. So, yeah. Next story comes from Soul Calibur 6. The producer Motohiro Okuba could possibly be teasing Astaroth or Astaroth. I'm not sure how to say that. I couldn't figure out any other details because of something, I don't know, it's just a recurring thing called the SSL connection. I don't know what that is or how to fix it, so I couldn't find out any other details about this. The next story comes from the Elder Scrolls Online, the new DLC Dragon Bones that is now available. So, yeah. Back is itching me. So, next story comes from Borderlands 2. The speedrunners and YouTubers known as Amyrlinn and Shockwve, which I'll leave a link to, or Amyrlinn and Shockwve. I'll leave a link down below to both of their channels, and hold on, did I skip something? I feel like I skipped something. Oh, I guess not. Amyrlinn has 249 subscribers, and Shockwve has 764 subscribers, so I'll leave a link down below to their channels. Will they be Borderlands 2 in just 90 minutes, which I find pretty impressive, but keep in mind, this wasn't single player campaign and they did it separately and they got tied. They did this in co-op, so yeah. Next story comes from Assassin's Creed Origins. You can grab this right now at GameStop for just $30, so look out for that. Next story comes from the Plants vs. Zombies series. So it's confirmed that we're getting a new mobile game, but I don't know all the details, so I will give you more details when there are more. So this next story comes from Hatsune Miku VR. I now have a confirmed date. I think back when I first came on YouTube, actually, I think I talked about it, but I didn't have an exact release date for it. Well, now I do. It is March 8th of this year, so look out for that. Next story comes from Devil May Cry. There is a Twitch Prime giveaway that I think I mentioned a couple videos ago, or I think in the last video, that has now been delayed to March 6th. Of course, I'm talking about the free the free offer that will be, but the actual game will be available until April 3rd, so look out for that. Next story comes from two games, Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. So a product listing on Amazon shows that these games are getting a double release on April 19th. Hopefully that's true. I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but it didn't say anything about a rumor, so I'm assuming it's confirmed. Next story comes from Chrono Trigger. If you don't know what Chrono Trigger is, that is a role-playing game that was developed and published by Square, released in 1995 for the SNES. Well, this game, kind of unexpected. This game got a port to the PC and Steam today, so that was very unexpected. Next story comes from the Grand Theft Auto series. So the United States Patent and Trademark Office, it shows two different trademarks that were filed, and of course it was Grand Theft Auto and Grand Theft Auto Online. And then there were two more that joined, called GTA, with the G being capitalized, and TA just lower. And then there's GTAO, with GT being capitalized. But, I mean, Rockstar hasn't said anything about it, so I don't know. But I can only confirm one thing, is that we will be seeing more Grand Theft Auto Online in the near future. Also a rumor about Grand Theft Auto 5 is that the Switch version for this is in the works, but that's just a rumor, so I don't know, that's just a rumor. Next story comes from Xenosaga Episode 1. If you don't know what this game is, this was a game that was a JRPG. If you don't know what JRPG stands for, it stands for Japanese Role-Playing Game. That came out back in 2002 for the PS2, developed by Monolith Soft and published by Namco. Well, yesterday was their 15th anniversary / birthday, so congrats to Monolith Soft and congrats to Namco. Next story comes from Splatoon 2. There was an update that was released last night, so maybe you probably got it, maybe you didn't. There we go. Next story comes from... Wow. Next story comes from the Call of Duty series. First one is the Call of Duty World War II. So on the Gunsmith menu, when you go... When you go to the Gunsmith menu, there are 4 options. There's Weapon Prestige, View Paint Jobs, Upload Paint Jobs, and Craft Paint Jobs. Now currently, the only one that's working is Weapon Prestige. The other options are actually grayed out with a coming soon notice. So, a Call of Duty YouTuber who has over 1.1 million subscribers, I'll leave a link to his channel down below. His name is Prestige is Key. He actually tweeted, of course that I'll leave a link to down below, his Twitter account. He tweeted at Sledgehammer Games co-founder Michael Condrey, who on January 20th for an update. He tweeted at him January 20th for an update, and Mr. Condrey actually responded to him and said, "Emblem, gallery, and paint job. Viva la resistance." I don't know how to say French or Spanish or whatever that was. Vive la Resistance. And people like... Damn, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. People took this as a reference to the community event called the Resistance, which actually began a few days later after that tweet, aka January 23rd, the same day the emblem gallery went live, but still no paint jobs were seen. So Kotaku, a website known as Kotaku, has actually reached out to them to see when the paint jobs will come out, but they have yet to respond. They haven't responded to Kotaku yet, so but I will give you an update when there is one. Now, the second story of the Call of Duty series comes from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So there are rumors saying that this game's getting a remaster, which I can kind of see. I mean, they remastered the first Modern Warfare, so I can kind of see that. A Call of Duty fan site known as Charlie Intel revealed that Activision has confirmed that they're looking to release remastered versions of the titles from their library of Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC filing. And basically, what I think, after I found out what Form D, Regulation D is, I think that they're trying to see if it's okay for them to remaster it. And Activision even tweeted out, "We expect to release World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth, and our latest Call of Duty game in the second half of 2018. In addition, we expect to deliver ongoing content for our various franchises, including expansion packs for Hearthstone, don't know how to say that, Hearthstone, and Destiny 2. There's a sequel to that, holy crap. Destiny 2, in-game events for Overwatch, and map packs for Call of Duty World War II, as well as releases of remastered versions." Pay attention when I say this. As well as releases of remastered versions of titles from our library IP. I'm going to keep going. We also expect to release at least 2 new mobile games, at least 2 new mobile titles during 2018, including a social casino game from King. So like I said, when I told you to pay attention to what I said as well as releases of remastered versions of titles from our library IP. People have been assuming that they're talking about Modern Warfare 2, which I can kind of see that. I mean, if they remastered 1, 2, and 3, and then we could finally get a 4, that would be pretty cool. And now, ever since this, there are a number of news outlets that have been coming out claiming that they have sources who have confirmed that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 will be released on the next generation console. And the PS5 was actually officially announced, so I think, I don't know, I remember I talked about that in one of my videos, so I'm assuming that it is, something's on my back, that it is gonna come out for the PS5, so yeah. Next story comes from Mass Effect Andromeda. The deluxe edition of this is down to $19.42 on Amazon. Look out for that. Next story comes from Persona 5. So the anime that I think I talked about a couple videos ago, that begins, I think 2 weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, I think. I talked about Persona 5 getting an anime. I talked about this game getting an anime. Well, now I have a confirmed date. It is going to air on TV on April 7th in Japan. And yes, there has no been confirmed American release date. And honestly, I don't think we are going to get one. So, yeah. Next story comes from the Puyo Puyo series. Puyo Puyo Tetris, that comes out for Steam today, so look out for that. Next story comes from Qbert. Now, if you don't know what Qbert is, if you're probably a new generation, or if you're younger than me, I'm turning 18 this year, so if you're younger than me, you probably don't know what this game is. This game is that Dylan? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't care anymore. So this game is an arcade game and also came out with the Atari back in 1982, developed and published by a company known as Gottlieb. So a group of machine learning researchers from Germany were actually teaching an AI, or an artificial intelligence, how to play this game. And now to beat this game you have to jump from block to block, changing their colors, and you're also awarded with points and sent to the next level. Well, one of the researchers, Miles Brundage, actually shared on Twitter, which I'll leave a link down below. He said, quote, "First, it completes the first level and then starts to jump from platform to platform in what seems to be a random manner. For a reason unknown to us, the game does not advance to the second round, but the platforms start to blink and the agent quickly gains a huge amount of points. Close to 1 million for our episode time limit." Now, I don't think they were aware that that wasn't the original Qbert, because a person known as Tom Simonite, which I'll leave a link to his Twitter as well, he works for a website called Wired. He actually joined in on this, and he tagged the Qbert designer Warren Davis, who's also an actor, to see if he stumbled upon this bug. Which Warren Davis, which again, link, he said this certainly doesn't feel right, but I don't think you see the same behavior in the arcade version. Wait, isn't the Atari the original version? So this is the original version, I think. What? I'm kind of confused now. Which one's the original version, the Atari or the arcade? Which one did it first come out for? Because that would be the original version. I'm kind of confused now. I don't know. Anyway, next story comes from Overwatch. There's the new hero, the new anticipated Hero 27 has now been revealed. Her name is Bridget. No, I'm not talking about Bridget West from the Angry Grandpa show. That Bridget is actually spelled, for this girl, is spelled Brigitte. This is Torbjorn's daughter, and she specializes in armor and defense and throws repair packs to heal her allies. So, yeah. And I'm assuming that's where you gotta be careful, where you throw repair packs to heal your friends. I'm assuming that's where you gotta be careful, because if you throw it at the wrong person, you throw it at an opponent, it could heal them. At least that's what I'm thinking. Next story comes from Dynasty Warriors 9. There's an update for that comes out today. So look out for that. Speaking of updates, Fallout 4 is getting one. And according to a Bethesda developer notes, Fallout 4 for the PS4 will have a number of things, but one of those things is called support for pets, whatever that means. And the Steam users who have Fallout 4 for the Steam, they found lines of coding, and they actually found that there will be new breeds of dogs that are coming for the Creation Club. And how they know this is because there were lines of code that read CC Pet Dog Quest and CC Pet Dog's Rename Perk. So hopefully I would love to see the Great Dane come in. I mean, not a Dalmatian. I don't want to see no Dalmatian. They're actually proven to be the dumbest dogs. So don't ever put a Dalmatian in a game unless it's intentionally. Then go ahead. Next story comes from Horizon Zero Dawn. This game now reached 7.6 million copies sold, so congrats to Guerrilla Games. Really hope I said that right. Next story comes from Nier Automata. This game is getting a piano collection on April 25th, 2018. Why did I say 2018? Yeah, but hey, look out for that. Next story comes from Yakuza 6, the Song of Life. So Sega they accidentally released the demo for free, and then later took it down. And they apologized for the inconvenience, because apparently they didn't mean to do that. But they didn't give a time frame as to when it will be back up. So hopefully it will be soon. Next story, or not a story, more of a correction. So the Fable series, I talk about, we're getting a Fable 4, and it's long past the rumor stage. So, it's long past the rumor stage. So, we definitely are getting a Fable 4. But when I told you that Playground Games will be making the game, that actually turned out to be a rumor. So I don't know if I got that wrong or not, but I do apologize for that error. I don't want to give you I don't want to give you guys fake news. That just doesn't really feel right to me. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to request something, leave it in the comments. I mean, I did get one request when I talked about Pikmin. They leave it. Actually commented on one of my videos, and well, I already talked about that. But she's pretty cool, actually. I actually saw some of her playlists, and like the playlists. Yeah, no. So yeah, be sure, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Is there anything else I need to talk about? No, I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. So yeah. So guys, that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.